It's the Mushoku Tensei double feature, and it's all about Eris and Cliff. I mean by double features, after this I got to review the very first chapter of Eris Seriously Sharpens Her Fangs, because that just dropped recently, so I got to review that too as well. So, yes, more Mushoku Tensei. It just feels good having all this Mushoku Tensei figurines, season 2 announcements, a recent chapter, the main story, even the figurine that came in, and now an episode about Eris and a chapter about Eris. Oh man, it's a good week to be a Mushoku Tensei fan for me. And it's only Wednesday. But anyways, enough bragging. Let's just get on with the episode. This episode starts off beautifully with paper shadow puppets, showing Cliff's life up to now. Born somewhere out there, poor, parents killed by bandits, adopted by the Pope himself, learned he was a genius in magic, and now wishes to go adventuring because it inspires him to be something more. Now, Cliff is someone who pretty much what Rudius would have become if he was actually from this world. If he was, either whether he's reincarnated or not, if he didn't have his memories. If he just had a fresh start, born from this world, he'll probably be like Cliff or less. Who knows? Or he'll probably be a swordsman. Some people believe Rudius would be a swordsman if he didn't have any knowledge about magic when he was first born into this world. As a possibility. I think it's a half and half, constants and variables. But we're not here about the debate. Cliff is someone who was very similar to Rudius if he was born a different way, without the memories, is all I'm saying. And he thought very highly of himself, that he was capable of being so much more. He saw himself as a genius, and he was raised and spoiled to be that way. Therefore, he would look down on others. Until he saw someone like Eris, who's on her day of adventuring, goblin slaying, her first adventure all on her own. Boy, she was excited. In the opening, it shows how Males is very discriminate towards the demon race, in a way, which is obvious. They're like the church of that universe. So, of course, they would hate the demons, especially if they were the ones who really were involved within the human-demon war with that place. So, of course, they would hate the demons. So anyway, they went out goblin slaying, and this is where Cliff was bragging about himself. But of course, Eris was never impressed. She was impressed with some of his power, but he still used chants and incantations in order to cast his spells, for Rudius did not have to. But that is because Rudius was a pure knowledge to his own world, applying it to this world. He learned a shortcut, a way around it. But you don't need to do that as well. Sometimes, if you start out learning magic at an extremely young age, like a single digit age, you can actually use voiceless incantations as you go older, just like Rudius can. So that's a bonus. So you gotta start learning magic at a young age. It seems like most of these people in this world don't start learning magic until they're like near the double digits, like 10 or something. But if you start out young, you can work your way up. You do the same thing Rudius does. However, you probably won't have the same mana pool as Rudius does. Rudius' mana pool is extremely deep and big and stuff. Large amounts of mana he has. Now, the Goblin thing wasn't important. The Goblin thing that was very important about this episode, besides Cliff, was the two people they saved. One is Therese. Therese is the sister of Zenith, Rudius' mother. And she was supposed to be in the main storyline, but they cut that part out, I guess save time, I guess. They could show it a little or something during the outro or something, but oh well. So anyways, she was supposed to be there, helping them out with the transportation. I guess they didn't want to do that. But she will be seen again until season 4. Same thing with the little girl. The little girl has extremely big importance to the story plot as well, Mushoku Tensei. But that's once again until the future of Mushoku Tensei. Like future. She's a very special child. Is the reason why he's not after her. Plus, you won't see her again until, say it with me, season 4. If season 4, when season 4 comes out, that is when you will see this little girl. She has a very important power to the story plot. But that's all I'm saying. Read the novels, Joel. Actually, that part of the novels that came out yet, unless you read the web novels, I guess. Well, anyway, besides that, Eris, of course, is the mad dog. She is like a dog, When they have a master, they see everything rightly with their master. They love their master, which is Rudius. They always brag and love their master, and they'll humor other people, but their master always comes first. So no matter what, how impressive anyone is, it won't matter to them because to them in their mind, their master is always the best, no matter what. So because of this, Cliff saw the way she talked about Rudius, and he got jealous of Rudius and wishes to better himself. But this gave him it killed his confidence. It did, which is a good thing. He'll learn to humble himself in a way, learn that he isn't all that. There are others out there stronger than him. You only thought you were the best because you were told you were best always growing up your entire life, which is different compared to Rudius. He was called a genius, but people didn't call him a genius until he proved himself. So there's the difference between that. And now it seems that there's also interference. The reason why he was carrying that helmet is because the people that Eris was killing, which was a superb animation, by the way, was actually on his side. But he was so busy with adventuring, he didn't realize that, so he put on a helmet to hide himself. But it wasn't good enough because one of them recognized him, but he's dead now because of, he's dead. So there's a conflict, of course, going on with the wanting to replace the Pope because of the conflict with the demons. One wishes to unite with the demons, and one wishes to get rid of them. No demons allowed, pretty much. So, pretty much, even though Eris killed them, she really wanted to help out the demons in a way, the side that wanted to. So I guess Cliff and them are probably on the wrong side in this conflict. And because of this, it kind of sucks, But the Knights use underhand tactics. But again, that's how war is. We always use underhand tactics, especially America. We win most of our wars. We win for that. So anyways, amazing episode. It's good to see so much Mushoku Tensei. When season 2 drops, I don't know. A lot of people say it could be towards the end of 2020. And I say it could be during the winter of 2023. I said 2020, then I mean 2022. Near the end of 2022. It could be 2023. Probably the winter, or these anime studios love lining up their animes around the same seasons and times, and even days, too. They love doing that, so people can have time in their schedule to know when the show starts. So at least they do that, at least. So probably the winter, or if it gets delayed, probably the summer. We'll have to wait and see. So anyway, that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and stay tuned for the first Eris chapter review. Look forward to it. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been the Madcrownxox on Madame, signing out.